And we are joined by none other. Look who's back, Deb Marcello. Deb, thanks so much for coming in. It's great to see you in person again.
Great to see you both. Thank you.
You've been a busy lady out there opening new shops, really, in several states.
Yes, we're expanding across the country, so it's very exciting. Wow. Yeah, I'm very happy to do that, meeting a lot of interesting people, different cultures, and really just bringing Happier at Home to all kinds of pharmacies that are opening our locations.
Fantastic.
So,
all right, so today we're talking about interactions between medications and certain foods. Now, I mean, at least for me, and I don't know about the rest of you, when I get a medication, you know, I don't really read the label that closely. It just says, like, whatever, take it morning, take it night. So this is something that people probably should be aware of.
It really is, and especially for those that are elderly. So when you're older, you might have changes in your stomach's ability to absorb the medications. There may be changes in your liver and the ability to metabolize medications, and thereby then making it toxic to your system. Sometimes older people are losing weight, so you need to be aware of that. When you're taking medications, either the dose may need to be changed or even the medication itself. Oftentimes older people are on many different medications called polypharmacy, and so to make sure that you're working closely with your provider, your physician, and a pharmacist to make sure you are keeping up on if there should be any changes in your medications or the doses, but then also, as you said, food can interact in different ways that could either build up in your body and make it toxic to your system, or just decrease the effectiveness.
I have to imagine scheduling when you're going to take your medication, sticking to that schedule can be very beneficial. If something is take on an empty stomach, something is take with food, don't take with something like grapefruit juice or any acidic beverages, knowing the time of day you should be taking these, and maybe assisting your parent or someone elderly in your life with setting up that schedule could be beneficial.
Yes, and there are different ways to do that. So you're right. Some medications really need to be taken on an empty stomach. A lot of people are on thyroid medication that needs to be taken, say, a half hour before you have breakfast. Or things as simple as Tylenol. If you don't take that on an empty stomach, it's going to decrease the effectiveness. So setting up your medications, even in a pill box, or having a medication dispenser will help you to be able to plan your meals around that as well. But you mentioned grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice is one of the most common foods or beverages that can interact with medications, and it interacts with many medications. So you really need to understand which medications you can have with that grapefruit juice. It actually changes your liver's ability to metabolize it and increases the levels of that medication in your system. So you could have that medication in it and have a five-fold effect, which could be very bad depending on what the medications are. And things like antibiotics, you should always know what you can have with that, because having calcium or dairy products with it, or even if you're taking something like antacids with antibiotics, it can decrease its effectiveness as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yep.
I have to imagine that when people find out, it kind of blows their mind a little bit.
Yeah, and that's why it's really important to know what your medications are. Talk to your pharmacist. They always offer for you to talk to them before you start a new medication. Don't ignore those things. Coumadin, also known as warfarin, most people know that are on it that you should not avoid leafy green vegetables. That could actually, so warfarin is a blood thinner. It could actually cause you to have blood clots if you're eating the green leafy vegetables.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I hate to cut you off. We're going to run out of time.
Yep.
We're going to post all of this information on our website, foxrochester.com. Deb Marcello, Happier at Home, thank you so much for coming in.